People in academia tend to think that the rules that apply are the ones that we are used to in science, right? So we will convince other people if we have good arguments. They will be convinced, actually. So we have this open discussion, and that's the thing that we are doing. And what Kristin pointed out was that this is not what is happening here, right? We are not in the area of academia and science, but we are in the area of politics. That doesn't mean that politics is fundamentally different. Of course, I would say, at least after all those years of activism, that good arguments are important. You can convince people with good arguments as well, but you also need to take into account that the actors that are involved in those debates, they don't all play by the same rules. And we see that especially when it comes to those people who are not in the democratic spectrum anymore. They will use everything that they can use to manipulate, for instance, a certain debate. So they will not be convinced by your good arguments because they don't care. They will derail the whole debate, for instance. You will talk about a certain issue and then they will talk about something else. And all those strategies that are being used are something I think that people in academia are not sufficiently aware of, actually. We need to distinguish carefully between what we are doing in academia and science and what is happening in this realm of politics. And then we need to make sure that if we position ourselves as people from academia, as scientists, as scholars, then we need to be prepared for that. And I think that is something that Kristin really excellently pointed out, that we cannot just rely on those rules, but we need to expect some people to do something completely different. And if we don't then have something to react appropriately, then that's something that is risky, I think. So we need to come up with strategies how to deal with those people who will just say, I don't care about any rule. I just want to make my point here no matter what, because that is something that is bad as well as in academia. And we shouldn't let people go through with that.